Welcome back to Jenna Doing Things. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to Jenna Doing Things. Today we are back for the recap of The Real Housewives of Cape Town, episode 6. If this is your first time joining us, hit that subscribe button now to stay up to date with all of Jenna Doing Things. On today's episode, we are finally getting to Camilla's sleepover and road trip to Greyton. The entire episode focuses on the trip and they all meet up at Camilla's house to leave in vintage cars to Greyton. The housewives arrive one by one, but Tato is the first to arrive and immediately proclaims her interest in seeing the house. Obviously, in the previous episode, we have seen Loveline, spark the interest in the housewives to see Camilla's house. And from the beginning, Camilla is very obviously dead set against anyone going into the house, anyone seeing the house. She's not giving any tours and she's literally waiting in the driveway for all of her guests to arrive, and she's gonna meet them there. After Tato, Rushta arrives, and then does Ruxie, and like I said, all the women have this interest in the house, and Ruxie, from the beginning, is like, oh, this is beautiful grounds, I love the gardens. And as Camilla is speaking to Rushta, waiting for the rest of the housewives to arrive, Ruxie and Tato take a little tour of the grounds, and they end up around the pool area. And Ruxie is also here saying, she's a beautiful, huge home and she'd love to take a tour and see, exactly what it is that Loveline was talking about, because in the previous episode, she, said it was a museum. And Tato says, no. Camilla says she's not giving tours today. And in that moment, Ruxie says, let's go in. And I say this because a lot of this story changes, as they are walking, they do take a little bit of a tour of the house as they are inside of the areas that we have seen Camilla's take the cameras into before. Ruxie says, I want to go to the bathroom, and whatever, and Tato waits for her there. And on their way out of the bathroom, out of a different exit that Camilla had obviously told Tato to use previously, Camilla then is looking for them because now they've been gone a long time, and that's where they now meet.
Didn't you meet us by the door?
I did.
So?
I did.
And
you landed up inside.
No. Stop pointing fingers at me. I don't like this that you're doing. Don't do that to me. Ask me, where is the loo? And I came to show her where the loo is. You didn't find me in your bedroom. You didn't find me in a different room. You didn't find me anywhere.
I absolutely acknowledge
and I'm actually surprised that you coming back to me all the time. Whereas I'm telling you that she wanted, and she still asked, did we do anything wrong?
When I just saw you now,
who?
You were coming.
Who are you seeing?
I came in
So she's
now, and you were
invisible
coming
and then
out
you
of
can
the
see me.
dining room.
Guys, please.
Right
please,
as
please,
I walked in.
Camila, we have a long day today. Please, I'm not gonna listen to that
The
bullshit.
exit,
No.
and is it not the entrance?
It's actually, no, it's not. I sent you into the
So
front door.
which entrance was I supposed to go to?
It's a simple matter of respect. I said, yes, you may
So
go
are you telling me
into-
that I'm disrespectful to you?
It goes from 0 to 100 in 5 seconds flat.
How did I disrespect her to you?
You were gone for a very long time.
Oh, so you wanted to time me?
I wondered how long...
You know what? Get out of my fucking... Just don't do this with me. Don't.
Ruxie, as I've mentioned before, is a good communicator, so she stays calm, but Tato is super triggered. But I also feel like Camilla directed a lot of what she was saying and her anger to Tato. And Tato is just like, no, she used the bathroom, we waited for you here, we didn't take a tour of your house. I don't understand what's not going on. You're making we were snooping, we would never take a tour of someone's house. Tato even falls at one point trying to get away. They're screaming and swearing, and Camilla's like, okay. As they are going on, the rest of the housewives arrive, and Tato is still not okay. They are very heated in that moment, and Camilla is obviously feeling very this is not how I meant it to go, and I didn't accuse you of anything, and I'm apologizing that's how it came out. And she literally cries and she says, you know what, other people have invaded and snuck around my home recently, and I'm just I'm sorry that I'm going off on you guys now. And that is an indication to me. When she says that indicates to me that she knows about Beverly. She doesn't say that. Beverly is there. They don't talk about it, but even Loveline says it in her video diaries here. Does Camilla know about Beverly and about what she did, because it pretty much sounds like it. You know, she says other people have invaded my space, snuck around my house, and I don't want my house disrespected and invaded like that. Camilla is very protective over her space, and she just feels like they were being disrespectful, and she like clarifies what she means about that later. But for the moment, once everything is, you know, calm for the moment, I feel so sorry for Lou in this moment, because this is now her gate crashing moment and her introduction to the rest of the housewives, but no one even notices that she's like there. No one even greets her or whatever, because Tato and Camilla are, you know, going at it. But they leave. She says, you know, they take this long drive to Greyton, and like I find it so funny that Camilla is driving. Like, why is she driving? I get it, you want to drive in your two old luxury cars, and she even says like they split up. Her, Lou, and Loveline are together, and in the other car, you know, in the non-aircon car, someone else is driving. Ruxie and Tato. And like, you know, the tensions are still high, but they meet up like for a pit stop. So on the drive there, Beverly, who's driving with Camilla, is getting very uncomfortable, because Camilla's explaining to them that like they explored more parts of the house unattended, and that's what she found disrespectful. And she's, like I said, very protective over her space, and all of this talk is making Beverly nervous. So when they stop at the pit stop for snacks, she immediately pulls Tato to the side, and she's like, I'm just having the worst time for my life right now. She says she's stressed out because she saged Camilla's house, and look how Camilla reacted now. And she tells Tato, you know, that she saged the house, because Tato didn't know. Apparently, according to her timeline, this saging of the house happened the day before they are going on this trip. And, you know, Tato's like, why would you do this?
And I thought to myself, I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to sneak back in the house, and I'm going to burn the sage.
How do you do that? It's somebody's place.
Well, I was there already, so I thought I would just...
So you thought that you were going to go under the radar?
Yeah.
You have gone too far, and you should be very worried.
The rest of the housewives are getting snacks, and Camilla explains to Ruxie that she just felt taken aback by the fact that they had used a different entrance to how, you know, Tato had used the front door and she had gone upstairs, and now they were found in a different part of the house. And then Ruxie cleared it up, and she says, no, but your daughter, who we didn't see in the episode, showed them a different way. But she did say, no, your daughter showed us to use that way. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, that explains everything. And if Tato just said that in the moment, it would have de-escalated everything. And I don't know, Camilla just came so hot and heavy that I don't even think like Tato even thought of that, because she thought like, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't accuse us of like snooping around and whatever. After the pit stop, they all meet up outside, and this is now where they are introduced, or like introducing themselves and greeting Lou. And Tato literally doesn't know who she is, and she's like, we've met before. And I was like, what? Oh, how is that how you are? Like, you look completely different. Like, there's a wonderful transformation. I didn't recognize you after your weight loss. And I'm like thinking, yeah, Tato, you were sick of hype that day. Oh, well, I don't think she's drunk now. They did have a glass of wine, her and Bevia, but I don't think she's drunk. And I don't know, like, what this vibe is, but, you know, Tato. They finally arrive in Greyton, and Loveline's just description of Greyton is the worst thing. She likens Greyton and the mountains to Santorini. Greyton, that's Greyton, and that's Santorini. She says she's never been to Santorini, but it's definitely giving her Santorini vibes. Girl, you clearly never been to Santorini. I haven't been, but Greece in the middle of fucking nowhere? Really, bitch? Really? The arrival at the guest house is like so interesting, because number one, Camilla is handing out keys to the girls, and she's not gonna stay there. Like, you invited us all to Greyton, to your holiday house, but we're not staying at the house. But not only are you booking a guest house, but you're not staying at the guest house. I know they're all gonna go for breakfast at Camilla's house in the next episode, but no, man, this is like not okay. I'm sorry. Then, very interestingly, she gives them keys, and there's a key short.
Okay, so is that... Oh, my God. Nah. Whoa. I'm not sharing a room. I'm sorry.
There's no keys in there for me. But doesn't Lou Lickachees have her key?
Bye, guys. I
There's no keys in there. There's nothing left.
What? There are the keys. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Let me just call my husband to fetch me.
We had to have someone who had a hissy fit, naturally.
I love how Rush says liquor cheese. She says, Lou is liquor cheese standing there with a key. You weren't even invited, boo. You need to share a room with your friend Loveline. And they do, which is just fair. But I'm like, I love how Lou was so forbarig and took a key. Like, you don't even go here. After they sort out the room situation, Camilla pulls Tato aside to apologize and just unpack what actually happened in their blow-up. So they talk through things and Camilla apologizes again. She says, I think that this was just a misunderstanding. I wish I knew about my daughter showing you a different way earlier on. It wouldn't have blown up so much. And Tato says, you know what? Me and Ruxie aren't the ones that are supposed to catch the smoke. It's Bev and Loveline over there that you should be addressing.
And this energy that you are giving it to me, you're not supposed to direct it to me. They are your people that you're supposed to actually catch feelings for.
I will
It has nothing to do with
I
it.
will discuss that with them in time.
And I wonder if you're gonna give them
apologize.
the same energy.
I apologize deeply for overreacting.
In this context, again, the way that Camilla is speaking, it sounds like she already knows, or at least has a suspicion about what Beverly did. I don't think maybe the exact specifics were maybe told to Camilla, but I think that after Beverly had been in the previous day, whether she now caught on to what Beverly was doing, someone in the house, so one of her housekeepers or producers must have told her, because she knew that something had happened. But in this moment, it seems like she gets clarity about what it is. It is said later that she did know exactly what happened before, but Camilla seems very surprised here in this moment to hear, that Beverly had burnt sage in her house, and she says, oh, is that what it was? I smelled something off. So I think she knew that something had happened and whatever, but this was now clarity about the situation. I don't know. Meanwhile, Loveline and Bev, while Camilla and Tato and eventually Ruxie are talking, they are chatting away and Bev is cuck scared. She's running with the story as if her and Loveline are in this together. And Loveline says, I'm not going down for something that you did. I never told you to do anything. I wasn't with you. I am not part of this. And towards the end of Camilla's conversation with Ruxie and Tato, after they had now sorted it out, he called Loveline and she says, are you guys okay now? Because it's actually really exhausting the way that you guys are fighting. And she triggers Tato once again and she says, no, but like, where do you now all of a sudden come from telling, is this exhausting for me, who's actually going through it, or is it exhausting for you? Don't come and tell us what to do. We are sorting our things out. This happened to me, not to you. So don't come here and tell other people to stop fighting because it's exhausting you, because no one put their 2 cents in when you were fighting. And Loveline's like, what are you talking about? And I love how Tato pulls her together here and she says, first episode at Cabo, when they were going off at each other, I mean, Tato did come to sit there and watch, but no one gave their 2 cents, so don't come base me now. And Tato just like walks on. She says, I think you must rather stay out of this. Camilla, once they start going on, runs off. And then Ruxie's sitting there like looking at Love and like, why are you trying to like sweep this under the rug is what she says. But I think like what she means is like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to gaslight Tato for feeling her feelings about a very valid thing? This was all you're doing, girl. We are catching the smoke for what you did. We are being punished for what you and Bev cooked up. So why are you trying to sweep this under the rug? Because actually, like, maybe you're trying to sweep it under the rug because this is your cuck that we are now currently sitting with. And I think that's right. She is maybe trying to sweep it under the rug because she's trying to protect Bev, who she says, we can't, like judge her for what she did. We don't know what made her do what she did. And Luxie looks at her like, are you being serious right now? That's not okay what she did, and now you're trying to defend her. And I love it. Ruxie calls her out here and she says, no, it's wrong. It's not okay what she did. And obviously Ruxie says to her, Tato just told Camilla what you guys did or what Beverly did. And from that moment on, Loveline is just determined to warn Beverly that Camilla knows. And it's weird to me how Loveline is trying to come up for Beverly in all of her actions when it comes to this. But I think it is because like Beverly just told her, like, this is me and you. And she doesn't want to be thrown under the bus with her. She is going to warn Beverly, but she's also going to take no accountability for this. Later on in the evening, all the girls are bathed and dressed up and glammed up for their dinner. And like, they're not even there for 2 seconds before it completely blows up. Everyone has arrived except Camilla. And obviously, while Camilla isn't there yet, they all talk about the elephant in the room. And, you know, Loveline brings it up again, you know, that, your secret has been let out there. And I don't know why she's telling her at the table again, like she didn't tell her at the hotel already. Because Bev goes, oh yeah, thanks Tato for spilling the beans and throwing me under the bus. And they really get into it here. Because Tato's like, what does this have to do with me? I wasn't protecting or spilling your secret because Camilla knew already what you had done. And she's like, no, but according to what I was told by Loveline, you were the one who spilled the beans. Beverly here is taking all her anger out on Tato. And she's like, this is my story to tell. And I'm the one who owns up to my own shit. And Tato's like, yeah, take some fucking responsibility because we are bearing the brunt of the things that you did. And they are just in this catfight, and Roxy is trying to mediate here, and she's just like, hold up, what is going on? I was there when Camilla told us at the house already that she was aware of what you, Beverly, had done. And she's like, oh, well, I found it weird. Why would Camilla not message me? And they're like, ask fucking Camilla. What does this have to do with us? And Roxy is so right here in calling them out for saying, why are you guys trying to take it out on Tato when this is something that you guys cooked up? What the fuck does this have to do with us? And Beverly is going on more about the fucking betrayal by Tato, telling Camilla what she apparently already knew. And I feel like it's to divert the situation. She's diverting the attention away from her so that she doesn't, get shouted at as badly as Tato was earlier on.
I confided in you as a friend.
Let me tell you something. You are the one who did it.
Exactly.
And after you
Yes, I did it.
And she told me that you did it.
Yes,
and she knows.
That's fine. But I'm going to tell her I did it.
I
not
don't care whether you tell her you did it or you didn't. Because at the end of the day, when I got there, she was already mad at me for something that I've got nothing to do with it.
Fine.
Or you two cooked it up. And then you
two
went,
cooked
yes,
it
you
up.
did.
You said she
And
knew
then-
about it. How does she know about it?
What do you mean, how does
knew.
she
I was
knew.
there.
How does she
Then
know
you
about
should
it?
ask her because now you are bombarding
Ask her.
her. I was there. She said it. Why are you blaming this one with this whole thing? The only thing they want, Bev and Loveline, they want to blame Utato.
No,
They
we
don't
don't
want to
blame
hear,
anything,
wait.
anyone
Are you
for anything.
understanding that?
I'm
She's
listening.
trying to explain that Camilla said it earlier in her house.
So why didn't she call us? Why didn't she
Wait,
call me?
do you
Let me
understand?
know why it is not me.
When you got there,
Don't
I was
shout.
already. Okay, let me tell you something then. So.
And like just in that moment, as Beverly and Tato are about to fucking swing at each other, Camilla unknowingly just walks in, and the first thing I'm thinking is, you forgot to put on mascara. She looked so bleak, but also like so taken aback. I don't know what was missing, if it was eyebrows or if it was a mascara, but she was just like, she looked like a ghost in that moment. She was like, what is going on? But I think not like a ghost, like she looked ugly or whatever. She just like she was taken very aback. And I think that she's like, this is not what we came here for. She said her mother is not only rolling but spinning in her grave to think that her daughter would be a part of this mockery. And I think that's why her face looks like that. And she's just like, what the fuck is going on here? And she sits down and she kind of also directs her anger at Tato here and says that Tato is inserting herself. She arrived at a very weird part in the conversation, I think, where Tato was telling Beverly, like, take accountability for yourself, blah, blah, blah. And Camilla had missed the context of why this conversation was happening. And she was just like, I will deal with this the way that I want to deal with things. And I will speak to Beverly when I want to speak to Beverly. But right now, we're going to cut the bullshit and come here what we came here for. And I just felt like you are now nipping this in the bud. But like, where's all the smoke for the person that actually disrespected your house? So this was also where the episode ended. So I'm very, very excited to see how Camilla is going to sort this out. In the next episode, the dinner will obviously continue. But I want to know how you guys felt about this episode, because I felt like everything was misdirected at Tato this episode. There was no reason for Camilla to go so on at the house. And now the lack of smoke that Beverly is getting for me is very telling. And this is exactly what Tato said. I hope that you come with the same fucking energy. And I hope for Camilla's sake on the next episode that she really addresses Beverly. I'm not saying that they need to go off at each other and they need to scream and shout, but I hope that she comes with that same energy, because Beverly actually, and I've said this fucking 2 recaps ago, Beverly actually disrespected Camilla's home. She insulted Camilla's home and space by deciding for herself, before even being there the first time, that there was dark energy and that it needed to be cleansed, and that she was gonna be the one to do the cleansing. Nah, I'm sorry, I will fucking go off at you. Bitch, check yourself. And I hope that Camilla checks you next episode. Tell me what you thought about this blow up down below in the comments. Like, I kind of felt sorry for Tato here, I must say. But let's get into what we can expect from the next episode.
Next time on The Real Housewives of Cape Town.
We have come here for the weekend not to have a brawl.
Do you think it was a fake cry?
Yes, of course. Those were crocodile tears.
9 years ago, I became a reborn virgin. Or they knew an old reborn virgin. It's supposed to be private and personal. Don't discuss a kukuaka with other women. No.
Are you a sangoma or are you not?
Of course, Lee,
Keep it short, assembly.
you weren't even invited, so you just stay down there and shut up.
If you have made it to the end of this recap, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to join the conversation down below in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of Jenna Doing Things. See you next time. Bye!